It's in the game.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We got this.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jackson down to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Caught here by Conley. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds yards, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Watch the screen. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, tighten down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right. Coming to you. Slam. 22, Jet, Bama. 22, Jet, Bama.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's got the hook up with Conley. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Jackson now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Jackson, and down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Armstrong down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 2nd down, it's Armstrong. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Quan Alexander. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 6 yards away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So out now come the Cardinals. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah,
and it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. And maybe that's the perils.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
You're not ready.
On second down now. It's Armstrong, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. Jackson from the shotgun, and an alley to run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second and 1, Jackson looking for his running back, and he's got it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Armstrong. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, it's Armstrong, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Jackson on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I got you. I got you. Watch the ship. Okay. Watch the ship.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fit under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Cards go a nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Here we go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Right there, 54, right there.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard.
Hey, come on.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. So we have reached halftime here. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Armstrong. And some room to run now. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big-time play there by... Cardinals. 72 yards. They come out here in the eye. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. To throw is Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Record. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson, 20. Throw left side complete. It's Edwards. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll run on first down. Armstrong. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session and the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Watch the slip, watch the slip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. That is caught inside the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Garoppolo now. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even said.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Bandit. Check 15. Check 15.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Cooper Kupp, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised, but
it got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And that's the obvious risk you run with a long field goal, lower trajectory, greater chance of having it blocked like it was.
And a lot more pressure on your protection team because, as you noted, longer field goal, it's going to come out a little bit lower. So that means you got to get those hands down and out of the lanes. That didn't happen.
Yeah, great job picking it up and giving them great field position. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And he fights his way in, not giving up, and it's a Cardinal touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. The field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
I think it's okay, though, they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Niners on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Check 99. Check 99.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
On 3rd down, it's Armstrong. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Or just say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
George Kittle and the Niners ready for their next drive. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there. So it's not what we call a free release where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away at his timing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. The 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
And he's got his man on the out route.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?